So the bank decided to say, okay, let's take 5% of our annual profits. Let us keep it in the designated account of CBN to fund small and medium scale businesses. So from 2017, CBN started deducting 5% of the banker's profits straight from source. I just need us to be clear. I'm taking my time to say this so that I will explain to you that the money is not government money. Are we together? It is not coming as a result of a government allocation. If it was, believe me, it wouldn't have been this successful. When even at July, we have not passed the year's budget. It has not been implemented. The reason the scheme is successful, it was because it's a contribution from the DMBs, the deposit money banks. So from every year, CBN just takes the money from source and keep that account to fund small and medium scale businesses. So after the banks contributed, CBN designed a scheme called ACSMIS. ACSMIS stands for Agribusiness Small Medium Scale Enterprise Investment Scheme. Now the ACSMIS scheme is responsible to disburse these funds that has been accrued in that account, contributed by the bankers committee. I just hope we are clear. So the money is not affected by the handsome face of Adams Oshomole or the beautiful face of Uche's economists. It is neither APC or PDP. Are we clear? You need to understand that. It's not government money. So because the scheme has been running since 2017, what you are hearing now actually started since 2017. But some of us are just coming now. People say enter your day break. Enter you wake up, that's your morning. So that's how the scheme started. So ACSMIS came on board and they said, of course, we know Nigerians are very smart. So there are modalities to disburse these funds. It's not just for everybody. So they gave 4 major criteria to access the fund. You must meet the 4 criteria. If you don't, you won't get the money. So I see people go around and say, the scheme is a scam, it doesn't work, it's not true. If you check them, when I engage in conversations with them, I discovered that some of them, they did not meet the criteria. They did not complete it. Some did it halfway and think they have completed it. Probably who is guiding them did not guide them very well. These are the 4 criteria. 1, the banker said, for you to access this money, you must be in Nigeria. So if you are like somebody who I know is from Somalia here, you can't get the money. Everybody started suspecting themselves. You must be in Nigeria. That's 1. Then number 2, you must have a business or at least an idea. You must have a business or at least an idea. Because even God cannot help you. Your hands are empty. Well, I'm taking you to, you're not writing so that by the time you want to ask me a question later. Okay, I'm just taking note of this. Number 3, you must attend a training by an authorized enterprise development institute or an affiliate. A compulsory 5 days training, like what we are doing now. Lastly, and most importantly, you must develop a business plan. So if you notice, I've been using the word must. It is not optional. Let me recap. 1, you must be a Nigerian. 2, you must have a business or at least an idea. 3, you must be trained. And lastly, you must develop a business plan. These are all together. Yes. Once you meet these 4, you are good to go. If you meet only 3 of it, you will not be successful. You must meet the 4. If you notice when I was enlisted there, I said lastly and most importantly, you must develop a business plan. Most people who did not succeed with the application process was because they didn't develop a business plan. It is the elimination strategy.
So you mentioned that the guarantor.
You are moving too fast.
These are the 4 things to say.
You are moving too fast. Are we together? You must develop a business, like I said. So the business plan is so important that it is an elimination strategy. Some people go for the training, they get the certificate, fill form and submit, they tell you that they have applied. Then by the time they wait, according to my very good mentor, Patrick Obayango, by the time they wait for a period of high, so that's it. The scheme is a scam. Are we together? You wait for a long time if you don't complete the process. And even as you are developing the business plan, there is a way to do it. Like I said, it is the elimination strategy. So if you don't do it very well, some of you will not get. Are we together? So since the business plan is so important, since it's the principal thing, it's 95%. Why you've been in Nigeria and telling the training and having a business is just 5%, but anybody can do that. Even in Shara, they are Nigerians. They have business. They can even attend it. What will give you some more work to do is developing the business plan. And you need to know also that the maximum amount you can get is 10 million. So it's not for some people like us. Most of us are too rich. So I know as I just say 10 million, people already angry with me. So you're expecting 50 or 100. But the maximum you can get is 10 million. That's the maximum you can get. It has a 7 years term. So the maximum time you have to return the money is 7 years, pending on your financial projections. The bank has the right to either reduce your loan term or increase it to the maximum 7, pending on your financial projections. So get it. You have a period of 1 year moratorium as grace period. It used to be 6 months, some 3 months. But recently, during the COVID era, the CBN government announced that it's a 1 year flat moratorium. Moratorium simply means 1 year grace period. So if you collect the money to the 24th of August, the bank will trouble you up to 24th of August 2021. So by then you must have balanced yourself in your business. And of course you have 5% interest on it annually at a reducing balance. I'll explain that also as we proceed. So I want to talk about the business plan. This is very important. So in the next few minutes, by the end of this class, I'm expecting us to know what a business feasibility study is and a business plan, types of business feasibility studies, key steps to writing a good business plan, how to research the feasibility of your business idea, putting together a written plan for the business, a simple presentation format, personal versus business finance. This, yes ma'am? There's nothing that is impossible. The notes will be made available for you via soft copy. Everybody who train with us will have a WhatsApp platform where we put you, so we'll upload the training notes so that we can also give you information also as time progresses. Please, are we together?
Yes.
Now, a feasibility study is the first thing you need to commence any business. What is a feasibility study? Feasibility is just the necessary questions you must ask yourself before you go into the business. So are you married, sir? Did you do any inquiry before you marry your wife, or it's not at first sight? Then the next day you're in the hotel? Okay, you check if there's madness in your history. Or she's prepared to serve the gods. Huh? Okay, so the feasibility. Before you marry your husband, did you do any feasibility? Okay, you're not married. Man, did you do any feasibility on him before you married him? Did you have to check his background?
No, not really.
So you didn't check whether he's married somewhere before?
Actually, we're dating for some time.
Okay. That's the feasibility. You are getting to know him. That's the feasibility. So that's what I mean by feasibility. There are necessary questions you must ask yourself before you get into the business. It is too important. If one you rely on information or on existing literature without asking yourself, you are doomed. What works in Ondo State will not work in Lagos State. Are we clear? So the feasibility is very important. So that's just what feasibility is, just the necessary questions you must ask yourself to get into business. So let me start from here. Then of course, a business plan is the written document, simply put, of all the questions you have answered during the feasibility. So when you have asked yourself the certain questions and you have answers to them, the putting down of those answers becomes the feasibility, becomes the business plan. Are we together? So I want us to start from So I'll get the answer before I revert back. I've highlighted some few questions I think everybody should ask themselves before you get into business, based on my own opinion. And I've been in consulting for some time. So number one question I think you should ask yourself is one: is there a clear opportunity to exploit and a business case for the idea you have? Simply put, this business I want to go into, you have an opportunity for it. Let's make it easy. We're in Abuja. You want to start baking bread. You need to ask yourself, can you contend with Next? Can you contend with Crown Square? Can you contend with Easy Bite? These guys are already an accomplished logomani. Let me use that word, in the city. So trying to open your own, can you match it? You must ask yourself that question. Do you have the opportunity? Because there's every tendency that if you decide to move maybe back a little to Kefi and you do a bread of Easy Bite standard, you may sell. Is that correct? But if you want to try it where they are, they may knock you off the market. You and your staff may end up working for them. So you must ask yourself this question: is there an opportunity? Who are my target clientele? If I do this thing, can I sell? Let me give you an instance. It's like a man who said God voodoo, for instance, through an angel. That since he has 100 million, which is a very good one, then he should go and start his cement factory in Obajana, just by the land sharing fence with Dangote's cement factory. What do you think will happen to that man? Trying to start that kind of business where there's a Dangote. Even J. Gabriel will not do that kind of business. Are we together? He will be swallowed up. You must watch first. This thing I want to do is an opportunity. Can I contend with the powers that be? The master of the Christian faith, Jesus, said something I like. He said, if you are trying to go to a strong man's house, you must have the foresight glory of the strategy to ban the man first. So now that you want to go into bakery, do you know how many thousands of bread these guys, I mentioned that name, have sold just this morning? So how can you contend with it? Ask yourself this question: is there a clear opportunity? It's a very important question. If there is no opportunity here in Abuja, can I move into my state? You must not do it. Can I do it somewhere else? Like I said, if you go back to Kefi and do a bread of Next standard, you will sell. There are people who can afford it, they will sell. Than to try to do it inside the city. Are we together?